A pressure of 1.1 kilopascals is caused by a force of 13.2 kilonewtons. Calculate the area of that surface. Step 1. Write down what you've got. Now notice this time 1.1 kilopascals becomes 1,100 pascals, and 13.2 kilonewtons becomes 13,200 newtons. Then we write the equation, then we substitute in the numbers, and you complete steps 4 and 5. A pressure of 2.4 kilopascals is caused by a force of 7.2 kilonewtons. Calculate the area of that surface. Step 1, write down what we've got in SI units. Step 2, write down your equation, and you complete steps 3, 4 and 5 in your books. Next, calculating surface area. A pressure of 8 kilopascals is caused by a force of 0.56 kilonewtons. Calculate the area of that surface. It is your job to complete every step in this calculation now. Next, we're going to look at the application of area to common situations. Explain why a camel needs large feet to walk along the sand. So why do they need a large surface area on their base? The camel needs large feet because, well, that should say feet and not feed. Now I've written those words in red because there's no point writing those words in the exam. Even though they help to clarify what you're writing about, there is absolutely no point in writing that in the exam, given the question has literally just asked that. So there is no need for that initial statement. So, copy down the question and write down the answer. The sand is soft, so it needs to spread its something over a large something so that there is a small something. Therefore, it won't sink in the sand. Next, explain why you should lay down if you are on thin and cracking ice. So write down the question and copy down the answer. Again, these words in red are unnecessary in the exam. If you are on thin ice, you should lay down because you need to spread your something over a large something to reduce your something. That way the ice is less likely to crack. And just as an important life lesson here, if you do ever feel the ice cracking beneath your feet when you're standing on a lake, make sure you lie down immediately and then slide very carefully to the edge of the lake. Next we have, explain why a stiletto heel will do more damage to a floor than an elephant walking on it. A stiletto will do more damage to the floor than an elephant because, again, useless words in the exam. Even though the elephant has a much larger something, that something is spread over a large something, so the something is low. Whereas a stiletto heel has a much smaller something, so the floor will experience a much greater something. So write down the question and copy down the answer, filling in the blanks. And finally, explain why people in the Arctic wear special large snowshoes. People wear snowshoes in the Arctic because. Copy down the question and write down the answer. And that's the end of the lesson.